Okay, so that's good. I think we got a pretty good cast of characters here. Your characters created. I just need everybody's names. So, Nick, your name is...
My name is Thadius of Avrathi.
Okay.
Ooh.
Avrathi.
Do you have an
That's
alias?
the list
I'm
of
trying to...
names.
Where'd it go?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Thadius of Avrathi. Okay. Amber, what's your name? Oh, you're looking it up.
Yeah.
Peter, what's yours?
Dr. Holt Stienvol.
Dr. Holt Stienvol.
The bile.
Stienvol. What about you, Dan? What's your name?
Alright, my name is Arim.
Arim?
Arim. A-R-I-M.
A-R-A-M.
Never had a last name, don't need one.
Okay.
And my alias is Blue because my weapons and or
alias.
hands glow blue when I do my Ghost Fighter thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
My alias is Stitch. Because I stitch you up when you get cut.
My alias is the Shaman. I have like beads and sleeves in my hair for my jungle heritage.
Speak to the shaman. Okay, what about you, James?
My name is Dakho Mendeliossi.
Dakho?
D-A-K-H-O.
Okay.
And I'll write it down so you can see it.
Mendeliossi.
It's an old Rosian name.
Okay. And your look is also something. Like, what do you guys look like?
Yeah.
We've already heard
I'm-
James and James.
I'm like very, very large and fat, and I wear finery, and I have rings, and I have beads and leaves in my hair.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. For
I'm
me,
a
think
wealthy noble.
Bruce Willis, but a little bit shorter and a little bit broader.
Okay.
And of course that nasty scar.
Gotcha. What about you, Peter? Or Holt?
I have black ragged hair. It's falling out due to the old age.
Mm-hmm.
My
Chemicals, maybe.
and that too. My hair my skin is thin and leathery,
Mm-hmm.
and I commonly wear a plague doctor's mask when doing my work.
We must use the same product.
And then
To
Amber,
get
what's
the
your name?
same similar skin tone.
Keel, Vestine, and my alias is going to be Shadow. And I have a very sharp face, kind of a gray skin tone and a shadow to me. There's always bags under my eyes, and I have a really cool cloak. I remember.
Amber, what was your name again?
Keel Vestine.
Ooh. Like K-E-E-L?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's build up this cult that we've been talking about. The cult of Arasi. The Undying Gale. The Unending Gale. Alright, so the first step in making a crew is choosing which type of crew you are. You pick cultists, which is good. Second step is you choose a special ability. Choose one starting special ability for the crew.
Okay, so our special abilities are... Should I wait for Nick to come back?
Yes.
Okay.
He is the cult leader, isn't he?
I guess that's true.
Is he? Is Nick the leader again? I think that Nick is not the leader. I think Nick was just drawn to this cult.
I mean, but it's based off of the demon that he, knows, that he, found.
He built his character around being the cult
Didn't
leader.
he get, drawn here because of the demon where it was already being worshipped and, establishing a foothold?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to ask
I
him.
guess if you want to go that way, we could. You're certainly not the cult leader, are you?
I'm definitely not the cult
Okay.
leader. I
Well,
found it.
The only other person who would make sense to be the cult
Is
leader
James.
is James.
Yeah.
Does one of us have to be the leader?
No, you don't have to be. I mean, you
we
can
could
all just
always
work towards a common goal.
We could always take the last the last special ability on the cult thing, which is Grand Incarnation, where
Lower
Arasi,
incarnate? Yeah.
he has a physical form.
Sometimes.
And he could be the leader.
So what special ability do you guys want for your cult? What are the abilities?
So the abilities are
Fly.
from in no particular order, or
You're a demon.
yeah, actually no particular order. So the first is Anointed. When you contend with supernatural threats, you gain a potency and plus 1d to resistance rolls.
That sounds really good.
The second is Chosen. Each PC may add plus 1 action rating to Attune, Study, or Sway up to a max of 3. The third is Bound in Darkness. You may use teamwork with any cult member regardless of the distance separating you.
Oh, that's nice.
By taking 1 stress, your whispered message is heard by every cultist.
Oh.
The next
okay.
is zealotry. Your gangs have abandoned their reason in service to the cult. They will undertake any service no matter how dangerous or strange. They gain +1 quality against enemies of the faith. The next is conviction. Spend a downtime action in worship at one of your sacred sites and heal half your stress, or carry a bonus die forward toward an action for which you have supplicated your god.
Okay.
The next is, which I really like, is sealed in blood. Each human sacrifice yields -3 stress cost for any ritual you perform.
I like sacrifice. human
And the
sacrifice.
final is glory incarnate. Your deity sometimes manifests in the physical world. This can be a great boon, but the priorities and values of a god are not those of mortals. You have been warned.
I like being warned.
I do sort of like being warned, but I feel like
being warned.
sealed in blood matches the flavor we've been espousing so far.
That's just matches the flavor of these two. I don't know about you, but
Yeah, I don't presume to speak like for the god. I just want
So,
like to be
That says there's a stress
a
cost.
power in his empire.
That says there's a stress cost with sacrificing things.
No, you reduce the stress cost for any ritual you perform. So normally in this game, when you consort with demons or ghosts or something like that, you take stress because they're so far
okay.
beyond your ideal.
But
You would
also
take
reduces
-3 when doing a ritual.
Do I not take stress when I consort them?
Uh,
Since it says I may consort with them.
You just know how to. You just know how to. So if you have control over the entity, take plus. So basically, if you succeed in your consort, like you're good at it, you don't roll a 4 or a 5, you roll a 6, then you won't take any stress. But if you get a complication of it, be like, you're overpowered and take stress.
How do the dots work? Is that just number of dice?
So so the number of dice you have are the dots that you or the dice that you roll, and then you roll all the dice at once, and you count the highest number that you get.
Okay.
A 1 through 3 is it goes badly, like something screws up, something goes horribly wrong. I get control and I make it difficult for you guys. A 4 and 5 is it happens, but with a slight complication.
So it's really hard to get perfect successes in this.
It is, yeah. A 6 is you just do it, and multiple 6s. So like if you roll 2 6s, or if you had 3 dice and you rolled 2 6s or whatever,
That's a critical. Right?
it's a critical, and that means you do it and you have increased potency towards the effect.
I say we shouldn't do anything super complicated. We should get the ones that have the most use, and that's either
I like the
anointed
+1 action
or chosen.
I like the +1 action ratings. That's gotta be
Because-
powerful.
Attune, study,
We all
or sway.
get +1 action rating.
to one of those 3.
Action rating is
So dice.
These
You
are
just-
actions.
you
It's
just-
an extra
you
die.
just-
To a max of 3, which raises it over
It just
the
makes
original.
our party better
Okay.
at those things,
and that
and essentially everything else because we're just had less.
okay. So for
Once
chosen,
to the
it's
other
like
list,
you
what
have
is
been
that?
chosen by Arathis.
Yeah, you are
or
chosen
Arasi.
one of Arasi.
Arasi.
Yeah.
Whereas anointed means weird. Just anointed.
What
I mean,
is it
anointed-
to begin?
Would be nice because it's like whenever we are up against supernatural stuff, we get a bonus against it,
Yeah,
which could be helpful if we do a lot of ghost stuff.
and that would definitely attract my character to the cult. That's for darn sure.
So it would give you protection.
Yeah.
So, it's between anointed and chosen for me because anointed is great. If we do anything against the supernatural, we always have a bonus. Whereas chosen is a bonus
To particular skills.
to particular skills, so that would be useful against non-supernatural stuff.
I feel
So-
like resistance is really important.
So one is the thing that gives you the extra dot, and what is the other one?
The other one
Anointed.
gives you potency
Against the supernatural.
against supernatural and +1 dice to resistance rolls, like resisting being
Against
taken
the
over.
Oh, they're both
Yeah.
very good. Yeah,
So-
I feel like all of these are pretty solid, actually. But I think I would
Couple
I
of them
would
are
go
weaker,
with
but they're all really good.
or yeah, my thought is anointed.
In that we could flavor that as in we have been pushed by the unending gale.
Towards this area. You were all kind of like
Not really. So, like anointed would mean we're like smeared with. like,
Should we vote on it?
yeah, you guys can
Yeah,
vote.
yeah, I haven't heard a whole lot from that side of the table. What do you guys think?
I like the second one. What is
What
it,
side of the
chosen?
table you said?
Well, I didn't say which one I liked. You said which one you liked.
See,
Well, yeah, but
We-
you're
Way
I'm
to
just
bias
I like
them,
chosen 'cause
Dan.
I
Let
feel
me
like we might
balance
be
it
able to
out.
use it
fine.
more, but because we can choose how we use it. But whereas anointed, we have to come upon a circumstance where we use it.
It's tough because we don't know what supernatural threats are.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
if they'll be regular.
If we knew they were really bad, we'd be like, nah. We'd be like, we need this.
Oh, supernatural threats?
Yeah.
Oh, they're really bad.
Yeah.
In the world, they're really bad. Like if
Okay.
even if you guys being like super like the only one who are going to be used to ghosts is the Whisper and James's character. I guess you kind of too, but like normal people when they see ghosts, they're just like, ah! And they just like they can't handle it. Like they just can barely handle it.
Okay.
Do you have to like make a
Okay.
like a sanity
You'll
check?
you'll make it's called a resistance
one.
roll. So normally when you see ghosts, I'll be like, you see the ghost, you're taking 8 stress, and you can be like, no, James, I'm not. I'm making a resistance
Yeah, we're
roll.
basically
How much
choosing
stress can
between
you
those
have?
Those two.
it seems.
You
I
have
mean, if you have a good
stress
Okay.
right
choice
here,
for another one.
Uh-huh.
and
If
then
they're really
when you fill
bad,
that up all the
then
way, you take a trauma.
That would
If you ever
be
take
good,
4
but
traumas, your
we don't know
character
how many
leaves the
times
life
we're
of
gonna
crime
come
they
across
adopted.
that.
All right, so let me make the case and then see how you feel.
Okay.
Because
life.
I want to make the case for Anointed being the correct choice, because Chosen gives you an action rating to attune, study, or sway. For Nick and for me, that's amazing because it can get us to the 3rd dot, which is
can.
really, really good.
Yes.
But for those of you for which attune, study, or sway is not a thing, it really doesn't help you that much. It gives you 1 dot. Now that's good because otherwise, if you have to roll that thing, you have to
Taking the
roll
lower
2 and
is
take the
much
low one,
worse.
which is bad. But odds are you will just
Yeah,
not
one
do
dot
things in
isn't
that
a whole lot.
category,
Isn't
so
exactly.
it helps you
It's-
less. However, when we do come upon supernatural threats, those of us who are already able to deal with supernatural threats, that's great, right? But for you whom you don't have anything,
Yeah.
you basically are screwed if we pick the other one, because then your potency goes down and you may not have any ability to interact with them at all. And when you need to resist, you also have a much, much worse thing. And
Yeah,
fighting
it sounds like resistance is actually really
yeah, fighting supernatural things is a much more dangerous thing than fighting a mundane enemy. And this gives us the general, like, basically it gives us generic armor for the group, because we all benefit from it equally in terms of dealing with that thing, because it gives us the die and potency, which is really quite good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that +1
Yeah.
isn't as
Oh,
relevant
the
to everyone.
Yeah, the plus
As
one
the-
would
as the
only
other
make
one is.
our characters much, much better, but it almost is of 0 value to the others.
yeah.
It would be good for me too because I could go up to 3 study.
Yeah. So, but then,
I'd go up to
but yeah,
study, but
But-
this is much better.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I
I
think
think for
Anointed
Dan
is
and
the way
Amber,
to go.
picking Chosen is kind of like forcing them to get a
Yeah.
blase benefit, which isn't nearly as strong.
Yeah. Mhm.
So yeah, not everything like super powerful assimilations of a forgotten god will give you just stress directly.
Yeah.
Other things just make you scream and run in terror.
Yeah, like I would love to get a 3rd dot in a tune, but not at the cost of screwing Amber and
Yeah.
Dan's characters.
It also sounds cool because it's like we are touched by the demon, so it's
Yeah.
like we are able to deal with more other cult stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, so if you're anointed, that means there's like some sort of an initiation ritual that you have to go through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What would that be?
I like the idea that we go to the
Bathed
go
in the blood of
we
innocence.
go to a cliff.
No, yeah,
And
windy.
then-
it's got to be.
Oh.
air
And then
themed.
what
Should've
happens
done
is
this.
you need to trust in Arasi completely
You have to jump off.
because you have to jump off. If
No, what?
if the unending gale is there, you will float back up.
So
And you've
no,
been
it's,
anointed.
it's more like you get to the edge of the cliff and
Oh
you
my gosh.
lean off and then it blows you back
So
up.
in the original,
Yeah, I
we
think
have
having to
many
jump off
more
is a little
cult
ridiculous.
members.
Yes.
Okay.
but I think the
we
ones
pushed
who
them all
don't
off
aren't
Yes.
favored by
And not
Arasi
all
just
of
fall.
them.
yeah. It's like a test of faith.
Yeah,
'cause
people
it's
do
like,
fall. It's
you
not
have
just
to
like an updraft.
completely trust in Arasi to push back.
Yep.
And then,
But you have to perform a ritual first, or else it doesn't work.
yeah, well, I mean, you have to like call
Be a
Arasi.
believer, yeah.
You don't want to be like have your 5 adepts like all falling and be like, oh shit, it's Sunday. He
I
sleeps
forgot.
in.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
He sleeps in on Sundays.
Oh jeez.
They all-
That's really bad.
All right, so we're going with that one then.
Yeah.
Okay, choose a crew reputation. Are you ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange? You earn crew XP when you bolster your crew's
Are you
reputation.
even like? Is there even a question?
You pick one that you're like highlighting.
I want to lean towards ambitious or brutal.
I thought we'd do
Brutal or
strange.
I thought we were for sure strange, but I don't know what that means
I mean,
necessarily.
we're
Strange,
Even-
strange is like you doing weird things. Like an example of a strange faction in this game is the Uris sisters, and they're said to like drink blood, and
Okay.
people have never seen them.
So the reason I vote for strange is this. it's for the same reason that I think none of us are actually the cult leader, because if you think about it, Arasi, the Unending Gale, is like all the great demonic water gods. Like if you guys ever played like the Elemental Evil original Dungeons and Dungeons and Dragons, the water demon is chaotic evil. And the reason is because the chaos of water and storm is such that it attracts all kinds of crazy people who interpret the will of water differently. Because if you think about it, the mummy and the shaman actually are kind of rivals with each other. Because I come from a noble house of demonic land, and he's a shaman of like these jungle isles. And he thinks he's serving his
house of demonic land, though, but from like a different culture.
Right, like my culture is like there's a way things are done. You know, like the classic Egyptian cultures is like there's an order to it.
Hierarchy.
There's ritual. There's like methodology. You know, it's the difference between the Hermetic mages of old and like the cultists that arose during the early 20s.
So you guys are picking strange or
I think that, and also
what were they all again?
ambitious, brutal, daring, honorable, professional, savvy, subtle, or strange. You earn crew XP when you bolster your crew's reputation doing
I
this.
guess we're not really any of them.
So if you guys pick strange and you act strange, like you show up to a client's house and you're just like, oh, hold on a sec, I need to attune the bells, and you like bring out this huge censer and start swinging it around.
See, the way I see it is that it's strange because we constantly do different things because we all disagree on methodology. And he's even like a third way. He actually thinks that it's somehow science is involved in the demon world.
I'm writing down strange.
Like, it's like, first of all, your biological
strange.
knowledge
We are
and genetics.
a motley crew.
All right.
So
And we're all
really
different.
it's I don't think it's how we perceive ourselves, it's how others perceive us.
Yeah, it's your reputation.
Because we can't call ourselves like, yeah, we're a brutal group of people. It's like it's show, not tell.
Yeah,
in a
it's
group,
like, oh, those Arasi dudes are brutal.
yeah, right.
I mean, yeah.
in a city full of like guilds of thieves, we are the one worshipping Arasi, the Unending Gale, which no one's heard of. There's one of their members is like cutting up people for fun.
Yeah.
No,
Another is
in reverence.
in reverence. You hear about the monstrosity,
Yeah.
the monstrosities that get out and walk around the sewer, and perhaps even one of them that walks around and speaks with the dead. That's pretty strange.
And depending on which one of us recruited the person to come to the cult, every time they show up, they swear they showed up at the wrong place.
Right.
Because it's like, wait a minute, why is there like entrails on the walls? This is not what I was told. It's like, no, it's
All right.
Tuesday.
So you're strange. You're strange. Okay.
It's like,
it's really, we have like, wings of faith. You know?
Let's keep
oh,
going.
Wednesday is gay night.
It always is.
Yep.
All right. Assign crew upgrades. Mark 2 upgrade boxes. If
All
you
of our
choose
games
a-
taken the
If
same
you
way.
choose a whole cohort, create it using procedure at the right. But mark
Alright.
2 upgrade boxes. What are the upgrades you guys can have?
So we can have a fine occult library, a fine ritual sanctum, elite adepts, blessed armor and weapons, blessed documents, gear, implements, special supplies and tools, or we can be ordained, which is +1 trauma box.
There's also a bunch of things over here, the normal ones.
Oh,
Or not the ones that are not unique to a cult.
okay. So those are the ones that are unique to cults. We can have a carriage. We can have a boat. Hidden. We can be a hidden cult. We can have good quarters. We can be secure. We can have a vault. We can have a workshop. We can have quality documents. We can have quality gear, implements, pets, quality supplies, quality tools, or quality weapons. In terms of training, we can have a training with insight, prowess. We already have training with resolve. There's already one blocked out. Okay.
Yeah.
We can have training with personal and up to 2 with mastery.
So training just means that during downtime you can train skills that are under those headers. Mastery means you can train up to 4 dots.
Oh, can you normally only get to 2?
Or 3 depending if you have that ability. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
So how many of these boxes do we get?
We have two. We have 2 upgrades. We can
So-
I vote
and we
for
already
a fine ritual.
we already have an adept.
agree.
Find ritual sanctum. That's what I was leaning towards.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and
Would have hoped for the library.
mark that down.
So if we get those
No.
2, do we...
No, there's not as much knowledge to Arashi's teachings.
is there one that is like
It's-
the lair is
it's
super
more
secret?
practical.
Yeah, hidden lair.
Yeah, we should
got
get a
hidden.
we should get a lair
Find
upgrade.
I feel like our lair should be a place where people can't find, because as soon as they meet us, they're gonna say, "We gotta get rid of these guys. They are ruining everything."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
we don't
maybe.
really want people to find it.
No.
Okay. Cool. So we've got a hidden lair and a fine ritual sanctum.
Okay.
How?
Perfect.
Where would it be hidden?
Underground.
Where do you guys want
On
your
the cliff
lair to
where
be?
we jump off.
You like near the cliff? Like, is it built into the side of the cliff?
Oh,
It's on a
and you have to
cloud.
jump off
you
the
jump
cliff?
off and the wind carries you in.
No,
No.
That would be amazing.
I mean, it would be amazing, but it would break the world cohesiveness just a
Yeah.
smidge.
Just
Because think about every time
fly.
Arasi's gonna get pissed, man. He's gonna be like, oh, again?
I
Come
have to go
on.
down there and help you
Yeah.
into your goddamn ritual.
Yeah.
Your goddamn